Hi, my name is Michelle Fondin, and I'm the author of The Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda, an easy guide to a healthy lifestyle. And did you know that my book, The Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda, is also available in Chinese, Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish? I just thought that was kind of cool to show you guys that I have all the copies in the different languages here. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Ayurvedic morning routine, in particular, my Ayurvedic morning routine. Here's the thing with Ayurveda. Most people believe that Ayurveda is super complicated and you have to have all these obscure herbs and these herbal remedies and make your own pastes and tinctures at home. And that's really not the case. What I mostly found in my research of Ayurveda, in my studies, and in working with clients is that most people don't really even know how to integrate Ayurveda into their daily life. And that is extremely helpful in order to get healthier quicker. So we're just going to go in the next few videos on how can you integrate Ayurveda into your life effortlessly and easily. In the morning, I usually wake up at about 5:30 or 5:45. Now, I do this in particular because my son has to get on the bus super early in the morning. In Ayurveda, they say not to wake up with an alarm clock, just to be able to let your body wake up naturally. I have never been able to do this. I don't have the internal clock that is readily available for precise time. Some people do. I know if you're a Pitta type, you wake up without an alarm very often and you don't get a whole lot of sleep. I'm primarily a Vata type, and I have always struggled with waking up at exactly the same time. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not a morning person. I do tend to wake up early, and usually my wake up time is between 6 and 6:30, but since my son has to get on the bus, I do wake up at 5:30. But the compromise that I have actually taken in order to work with my own internal rhythms and the rhythms of nature is that I purchased a sunlight clock that has a sunlight alarm. So it mimics the sun. It is a full spectrum lighting, and about half an hour before my wake up time, that light starts to increase just like the sunrise, and that seems to work really well for me. And I wake up, especially first thing in the morning, and I get up, I use the restroom really quickly. I usually just have to pee, and then I go ahead and brush my teeth and scrape my tongue. I scrape my tongue with this tongue scraper that is like this. It's a metal tongue scraper. If you've never used a tongue scraper, you can buy one of these. I would say use the metal one. They sell them also in copper, which Ayurvedic medicine is big on the use of copper because copper is an element that we do need, and it is not frequently found in a whole lot of foods. So I think this one is stainless steel, but all you do is squeeze it, you put it in your mouth, you take it to the back of your mouth, and you scrape your tongue 4 or 5 times to remove the toxins and the toxic residue that is in your mouth from sleep and digestion overnight. It also stimulates the gastrocolic reflex, which helps you to use the restroom, have a bowel movement in the morning. I also keep a glass of water by my bedside so that it is room temperature by the time I wake up, and I do drink an entire glass of water, especially upon awakening. So waking up, grab my water, start drinking my water as I head to the bathroom. I go pee, brush my teeth, scrape my tongue. I use a natural toothpaste too. I use Tom's of Maine. You can use a toothpaste with neem. Anything that's natural. Try to stay away from saccharin-based type toothpastes. And I know some people don't even use toothpaste, they use other things, so other natural elements, but I happen to use a Tom's of Maine toothpaste with baking soda. That's what I like. So then I scrape my tongue after that. And I always enjoy my spiritual practices in the morning. Now, I'm a yoga teacher, so I do teach yoga pretty much daily. I mean, on Wednesdays, usually I'm not teaching, but pretty much every other day I'm teaching at least 1 to 3 classes in a day. Before I taught yoga, my daily routine for Ayurveda included a meditation and yoga practice. Now it includes a meditation practice, but not a yoga practice because I'm practicing yoga throughout the day. But I would always put in, this was before YouTube, I would put in a 20-minute DVD, yoga DVD, and just do the yoga DVD in the morning. And then I would go into my meditation after my yoga practice. So now what I do is I like to wake up a little bit before meditation. So oftentimes what I'm doing is I'm brushing my teeth, scraping my tongue, drinking my water, going downstairs. I make a little hot chocolate / mocha using only grass-fed organic milk that's warmed up on the stove. I don't microwave my milk typically, unless if I'm in a super big hurry, but I always warm it up. I only use organic grass-fed milk. I use a very natural type chocolate. Usually it's organic chocolate, either powdered or in a tablet form, and I just kind of mix that into the milk, and that's like my little treat in the morning. That's what I like. And I usually do drink a little bit of coffee. I know Vata types aren't supposed to drink coffee. That is actually my one vice. I don't drink alcohol, don't take drugs, don't smoke cigarettes, don't drink soda. I'm pretty strict about my diet in general, so coffee is the one thing that is my vice. I do drink a little bit less coffee, especially during Vata season, because it does dry you out if you are a Vata type. So I do drink my little mocha in the morning. And then I have spiritual practices that you may not have, but it's always a good idea, especially in Ayurveda, if you're practicing Ayurvedic medicine, if you're practicing a holistic lifestyle, is to have your spiritual practices in the morning. I did forget one thing is before I come downstairs, I always start in prayer on my knees as a way to start my day in humility, and humility to my Creator, and humility to thanking my Creator for another day and asking my Creator to guide me in His will and not my will. So just starting the day with humility. Then I go downstairs, again, drinking my mocha. I do angel card readings actually. And so I always do an angel card spread for myself, asking God for guidance in how my day should unfold, meaning that what should I be focusing on today? What is something that I need to really put all of my energy and focus on? What I find, if you don't start your day with spiritual practices, that you don't tend to have a whole lot of direction in your day. That deep reflection, those spiritual practices, the gratitude are all really, really important in order to go about your day. So I start out with that. Then I go into my meditation. My meditation practice, I practice primordial sound meditation from the Chopra Center. Any type of meditation practice is equally valid. I usually meditate between 20 to 30 minutes in the morning. I try to do the same thing in the afternoon when I can get to it, either 15, 20, or 30 minutes in the afternoon as well. So I start off my day with spiritual practices, maybe some spiritual reading, on my knees first thing, and then into my meditation practice. After my meditation practice is usually when I start my exercise. So I will either go for a walk, jog, go to the gym, something to move my body and to awaken the body, bring honor to my body, and something just to start my day that's a little bit more active in order to flourish and grow throughout the day. Now, I work from home and I'm an author, I'm a yoga teacher, so I do have my schedule that's a little bit more loose, meaning that if I don't get to my meditation straight away and I have to answer an email, I'll do that first. However, when I did have the responsibility of 3 small children to get off to school sometimes at 3 different times in the day, I was pretty strict about my timing in my Ayurvedic morning routine, that I would get up extra early. I would get that morning routine all finished within about an hour and a half in the morning prior to carting off all the kids to school. And if you're going to work, then prior to your commute, it would be the same way. In the morning, I do take some supplements. I usually take B12. I'm taking biotin. I usually wait, if I'm taking any Ayurvedic supplements, I usually wait till later in the day. I usually take Triphala in the evening, especially in the fall and early winter, which is Vata season, or Vata seasons, plural. If I have any other Ayurvedic remedies and herbs to take, I do take them in the evening, not in the morning. And I do take thyroid medication. For some of you that have read my book, you know that I had thyroid cancer, so I need to take thyroid medication in the morning. So that's one of the reasons why I don't take any herbs, Ayurvedic herbs, in the morning, because you never know how those herbs are going to interact with other prescription pills that you might be taking. It's always best to take those at a distance from your prescription pills if you're on prescription medications. So then after that, I go about my daily routine and do what I need to do to work out my dharma and go about my purpose in life. If you have a daily routine that is based on integrating your mind-body health, so really based on waking up at a consistent time each day, not changing your wake up time. It's always best to wake up right before sunrise or slightly earlier. You really want to catch those waves of energy right before 6 a.m. because as 6 a.m. starts, that's when kapha time starts. So if you wake up between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., usually you're going to feel a lot more groggy. You're going to catch that kapha energy versus the vata energy, which is the more hyperactive energy or the more movemented energy where you feel more energetic and you feel raring to go. And that energy comes between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. So the closer you can wake up to 6 a.m., between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., usually the better it is. You'll have a better day. You'll feel a lot more energetic throughout the day, and you'll be ready to go too and doing your dharma and figuring out your life purpose and helping and serving others and developing your gifts and talents and making the best of your day. So that's my Ayurvedic morning routine. Again, it might sound simple, it might sound super trivial, but there are some real key elements there in order to making the most of your day. So getting your spiritual practices in, getting your exercise in, getting your meditation in, getting your cleaning in the morning. And some people in the morning, they're using a neti pot as well as using a tongue scraper. They're doing nasya or lubricating the nasal passages. I personally don't do that because I'm not a kapha type. That's mostly for kapha, sometimes for pitta. I don't really need to usually. So my practices are more aligned with vata practice. But if you're a vata type especially, that routine is super important. Just keeping yourself structured, keeping yourself in a routine is going to help you in your health and help keep you balanced. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, share this video with friends, family, and your dog, and I will see you in the next video.